Well, that's hired equipment for you.
Thank you, Mr. Theo. Oh, Dr. Theo, yes. And moving right along, Mr. Tom Fynn, the first of the Toms this evening.
Hello.
Hello.
I've done me wig. I've done me wig. Don't put me wig on. Have it right. Showbiz. You have your wig right. There you go. Is that at the back? At the back? Or is the back at the front? Ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to ruin the magic, you know, but because that's what tonight's all about. It's about illusion and perhaps the breaking of illusion. Breaking my heart, ladies and gentlemen. Because tonight is a sad night for me and for all of you. And welcome, by the way, welcome to the Colby on the Wirral Leisure and Social Club. It's nice to see you all here tonight. Cheryl, see you there. Yeah, Jimmy, Barry. A lot of you will remember me from before my present incarnation as the Great Illuminato. See it before you, and you'll remember me from before my meteoric rise to fame and national television. The many things I've done, the grand scale illusions. By the way, you know, those of you who came this evening because I had promised to have myself fired out of a cannon, I'm going to have to disappoint you. That's actually not going to happen this evening for reasons, reasons which will become very abundantly clear as I go on. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is my farewell performance. Yes, that's right. It's very sad. And there will be no magic tonight. I will not be pulling any hats out of rabbits or anything of the kind. Tonight I want to share something with you, and you may well be wondering what I'm doing here in the leisure centre. You know, I, who for the last 10 years have not even visited Colby on the Wirral, and have in fact been appearing on national television on every Saturday night. Because many of you here will remember me as not the Great Illuminato, but plain old Tony Styles, son of this parish. That's right. And you'll remember me, you'll remember my early career, before my TV appearances, when my only talent on the local magic circuit seemed to be to cause children to cry. For that reason I've cut much of my act tonight, I should mention. Anyway, yes. But many of you also will know me as the Great Illuminato, the man who magically moved the Eiffel Tower to Baghdad. They've never figured out how I did that one. The man who duplicated the Queen. Imagine the constitutional problems are still working on. And many other. And you know, unlike any other wizard you care to mention, nobody's bloody worked out I did it, have they? Eh? Not one of yous has ever figured out how I achieved these apparently magical acts. Yes. Well, let me take your minds back for a moment to my earlier incarnation as Tony Styles, the pathetic local magician. I want to read to you one of my early reviews. This one from Justin Litoul, the Barnley Clarion's Arts and Entertainments correspondent. And I quote, "Tony Styles, the Great Illuminato, is even among those of his profession apparently a very, very sad man. His so-called illusions were apparently taken straight from a magic set from the under-8s. Although it is possible that with application he may raise the level of his prestidigitation to that which would qualify him to entertain small children, the aura of desperation and fear that he radiates must, I fear, permanently disqualify him from fulfilling such a role." I would like to also read you an extract from the same newspaper, which appeared a few weeks later. "It is with great regret that we must report the tragic passing away of Justin Litoul, this paper's arts and entertainment correspondent, who, on Sunday last, became the victim of a freak weather phenomenon. Mr. Litoul, whose years of service and uncompromising reviewing style have given so much to our readers, was struck by lightning on Hinckley Heath at 2:30 p.m, apparently in broad daylight. He is survived by his two poodles, Portia and Fluffy. Which brings me to the crux of this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Because my illusions have appeared to the general public to be absolutely inexplicable. And what I'm here, by way of resignation really, I'm here to explain to you is that, to be honest with you, they weren't so much magic as magic. Now, I don't expect you to believe me. And I have, you know, so to speak, broken me staff and drowned me boot, that's Shakespeare. You know, I won't be performing any magic this evening, but, you know, before I did put that all away, I did leave a little something for each of you to come home to. So remember that. I hear you may be asking, you know, how then, if I was such a pathetic magician early on, did I come to be, you know, the star of stage and screen that I became? Well, I was a pathetic magician. And early on, after my early humiliations, I did throw myself into an intense period of research and practice. And ladies and gentlemen, it's truly remarkable what you can find in the Coley-on-Wirral Public Library. I think some of you may know what I'm talking about. So, you know, it's really time for me to cut this short, but it's an admission of cheating. Well, it's really a matter of opinion, isn't it? Because that's fucking magic! That's what I'm saying. But I've had to retire, and the reason is, to put it bluntly, I've had an offer. I did get an offer that I have been expecting for many years. Not the big man himself. One of his little chaps come to see me. And ladies and gentlemen, I declined. It was the right thing to do, and therefore, the only act of magic I will be performing this evening is to transport myself to the bar, where I will be transforming myself into a very drunk man. Absolutely not.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a tear in your eye?
Yes, we do. We have tears in our eyes.